What's up, pile one? For those of you that were drawn to the um, aesthetic, okay, the aesthetic card, if you were drawn to the image on this card and you are seeking a divine message, you could either be a devotee or someone that's walking a shamanic path as well. Confirmations if you've been abstaining from anything, like the hermit energy in general, like you're just really in this path of purification. Um, we're gonna jump into what message, pile one, that you need the most at this phase on your journey whenever you're guided to this particular reading. So we're going to just jump right into it and reveal your cards and get your message. Okay. All right, Spirit, what do we have here? So we have the Six of Cups in reverse. We have Blind. And then we have Harmony in reverse. All righty. So at this phase, when you're guided to this reading, um, I feel like you're on a journey of spiritually seeking the truth. Like you want to know the truth about things that you have not really had answers to in regards to your past, like why certain things may have happened, why you may have felt like God didn't defend you in the past, going through a difficulty. This could have been in regards to like losing a child or a loved one. My condolences if you did. It feels like you lost a child or you lost someone that you loved dearly, and it feels like too young. Okay, so if you don't resonate with that message, I would encourage you to pick another path. I am tapped into someone that was reluctantly thrust into a spiritual journey that left them feeling as if they did everything right on their journey. They tried to be the best person, they tried to do the right things, but they still weren't able to keep someone alive. They weren't able to keep a relationship together. So relationships or losing loved ones are major events in our life that can change us forever. And I feel as if you are someone that you don't really necessarily care to reintegrate back into society the same way. And because that traumatic event has really played a significant role in where you are today, you're not interested in making peace with anyone from your past that has destroyed you or made you feel as if they weren't there for you when you needed them most. You're not necessarily interested in trying to see things from other people's perspective because the pain that you personally endured was that great. Okay, you had to put yourself in a position where you had to do it all by yourself. You had to be extremely disciplined. Um, and so I do feel as if with the Six of Cups, there's family, there's friends, there's people that didn't show up for you. And though you're fine when you're not around them and you don't have to see them, but when they come around or when people remind you of what you went through in the past, it can be very triggering. And at this phase on your journey, in order for you to really receive this message, you have to be ready, because it has created a void, a dark space. For others of you, it feels like you may have lost like a marriage or something that was very dear to you, hmm and you didn't see it coming. There's something about choices that you didn't get to choose, that you didn't see coming as well, that's coming through in this reading. And so you haven't made peace with it in a particular area, because the element that I'm seeing here is that you did not know. If someone cheated on you, you did not know. If someone died unexpectedly, you did not know. There's still that same pattern of I didn't have time to properly grieve. I didn't have time to get closure. I wasn't ready. Something was taken from me. And so your relationship with the divine, the relationship with God may have been strained at a very pivotal moment in your life. Okay. So let's see. They want me to pull a card from here. So So on this spiritual journey, when it comes to getting back out there and having that desire to really go after your life again and not care about what people say, and not care about how socially awkward you may feel, this is kind of like where they're trying to get you to cross over and liberate yourself, right, out of this gray area. I feel like you've been in this gray area for far too long here. And your future is waiting on you. We have engineer, light attribute, ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So you are a problem solver here, but it's like it's easy for you to solve problems for other people, but when it comes to like someone giving that back to you, you don't know how to receive it here. Especially with Midas, hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. So this is that engineer of you're not wanting to get comfortable to lose again. Okay, let's say you lost a relationship or you weren't able to get back with someone or something like that, and you use work or your career as a way to continue thriving in life. You would also be someone that has a fear of allowing another person into your life that same way, and allowing them to touch your heart and allowing them to reach your emotional body, because it says that your emotions are cut off, but your logic is super on. So you're very disciplined, you're very organized, but you do not play about who your body, like who you allow to experience your body, because you've done a lot of work on your body is what I'm hearing. You've made a lot of changes. And so it kind of places people at a there's some people at a higher level and there's some people at a lesser level. And so your fear of the past repeating itself is taking the joy out of getting to know people. It's taking the joy out of connecting on a deeper level with people. Strong Aquarius energy here. And so this desire to be alone or be left alone where you're happy is like you're happy in your isolation. You're happy not having to worry about what people say. You're happy alone where no one can control you. No one can tell you what to do. No one can fix you. You're tired of people trying to fix you, trying to change you. It's like, just leave me to my layer. Just leave me to myself. And so your spiritual team wants you to track down your fears. Where does this fear stem from? Where did you adopt this fear? What happened? What happened when you were younger? What happened in your past? Why did you choose to cut yourself off from feeling? Why is it safer in this gray area? What changes did you have stripped away from you that left you feeling as if you had to be this warrior or this mighty loner here? Because this is saying that you may tend to place people, like I said, on a hierarchy, a pedestal, especially when it comes to love and relationships. You place people on a pedestal, but this also means that the moment or the day that they make you feel as if they are not as pure or not as disciplined or not as refined or precious, they would lose your grace, they would lose your interest, because it's almost like as if they are unsalvageable, unsavable, and you would kind of move on very hastily to the next person or the next person or the next person. So you may have a past where you had multiple relationships or one night stands or things like that to keep from having emotional connections. This is also telling me that you gave yourself some type of comfort by saying you had to wait to find the one, the holy grail. And until you find that holy grail, no one will do, no one is good enough. So the turnover rate that a person has in your life is very high. You'll start off by trying to fix them. You'll start off by trying to tinker them. You'll start off by trying to help purify them from their wicked ways into something better. Make them more secure. Put them on a pedestal. You may also be like a vigilante. It's so sort of, or it's like repenting. Okay, you may not want them for yourself, but you may expose them to a certain level of valor, a certain level of like lifestyle. Mm-hmm. Which would that exposure from that lifestyle would make them feel like they are, either they may start off by kind of placing their self-esteem and their confidence in your hands, and then over time like being at your mercy per se. They can't function, they can't eat, they can't sleep, right? They want to do whatever to please you, remain in a certain light so they feel worthy for you. There's something about exposing certain people that you've come in contact with to a high status of life while they're at a maybe a physical lower status of life. But you're challenging them to rise to some type of confidence or security in themselves where they see themselves as so good to the point where no one can have them, no one can get their time, no one would be able to communicate to them. And the only thing that they would want to talk to or communicate to would be you. And in some way, leaving them like an elf on the shelf. You want them to reveal who they really are, right? That's what I'm seeing here. You want them to be their true authentic self, right? Be who they really are. Be their true authentic self. But in a lot of ways, this is spirit saying you have created some type of engineered game strategy here of refining something that started off as being uncouth, started out as being raw in form, but through your pressure, through your engineered system, your strategy, you would refine them into a diamond. So your pressure, you're pressure cleaning. And in a lot of ways, I feel like you do this, or you've been doing this, creating this pressure cleaning system for like people to find the beauty in how they become upgraded in connection with you. Remembering who they are in the process, you give them some type of gift at the end, which is themselves. But it's never a part of the agenda or assignment where you end up falling in love with that person, or you end up choosing a particular person. You may do this for a lot of people at once, but it's not necessarily about you having them to yourself per se, but more or less you investing in them in a way where they become the better versions of themselves rather than the lesser versions of themselves. They face their fears and they explore true desire and be themselves. Yes. So you've taken on some type of God complex through this shamanic path. Okay. It's by design, and I feel as if you have designed it Mm-hmm. This is the person that you've become. You've accepted that you will always be this person for humanity. You're helping people reach milestones, goals. This is like, so you know how like Stevie J, took, what's her name? Jocelyn Hernandez out of the strip club and then helped her get a career and then supported her career. But he also slept with her, right? And that cycle repeated itself. Um, where he didn't want any relationship, right? But he wanted to pretty much help her and help himself at the same time because he gets some type of gratification from turning something that was not so pretty into something pretty. Transformation, purifying through the fire, through the pressure, enduring this, something happens. Okay? Yes, you'll meet your fears like a death angel or something. So your energy creates thought, innovation, where the things that would normally trip people up and be like in a dilemma, they find themselves some way somehow at the end of interacting with you. Yeah, they become like an athlete, stronger, their body transformation, things like that. But I don't feel as if you were ever intending on this transformation to be also like going both ways. It was supposed to be a one-way street like it's always been. So this is saying that whoever you are, you were not planning to fall in love or to catch feelings and or to have a desire. I feel like either you have met someone that's their all true authentic self and in some ways it inspires you, but at the same time you feel like there's nothing left for you to do except to let them go and leave them behind because they don't need much more from you. You know what I mean? So you have kind of walked away from this game that you've been playing because there's nothing else. I feel like you meet someone that, if you haven't already, you will. You meet someone that is their authentic self. And it's a major accomplishment for you because I don't even think you actually felt like that type of star existed, that you would be able to feel this way about someone ever again after the loss that you have taken in life. You weren't expecting something to be so harmonious, but it's created some type of newfound desire in you. You know, there's some newfound desire with the Eight of Pentacles, where it's like you were once afraid to put forth the energy towards getting to know someone or putting yourself back out there. And the Eight of Pentacles, you go back and forth with like, should I face this fear or should I let it go? Should I face this fear or should I let it go? Should I face my non-committal energy or should I let it go? You know, do I want to have this harmonious connection? Is this my equal? And it's like, I can't deny that this person understands I heard wicked ways. Somebody has wicked ways. It's like, I can't deny that this person understands the way my mind works, the way I see the world. I can't deny that. Three of Cups. So it's like the approach that I'm seeing here that you want to take is keeping things lighthearted. Just fun. here. And I feel like you're trying to keep it really lighthearted so you don't trigger some type of desire in you to fix a person. You're really working very diligent to leave that version of yourself behind where you kind of like lusting after not a person but a purpose, right? To kind of expose the false narrative or agenda, the unhealed versions of humanity. Like you don't have that desire to pry into someone like that. Like it's almost like you've been in this Six of Swords for so long and you were not expecting your circumstances to change or this to ever change for you. It's like someone saying to themselves, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life, right? You weren't expecting things to be so calm. You weren't expecting things to be so harmonious. And so it's like, well, what do I do now? There isn't a problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to, I'm not a problem to this person. You know what I'm saying? Like this, normally, this is saying when you walk away and you take time to yourself, it typically bothers people, you know, where they become hurt that you took time to themselves and took time to yourself and that you were, missing. Let's say you just go take time to yourself and you go missing and then you come back. You weren't expecting to meet someone that would keep going as if you never left. And that is like tripping you up. And it's like, wait a minute. Four of Pentacles in reverse. I don't think I can hold on. I don't think you, I feel like you tried to hold out as long as you could. By staying away from feelings or staying away from emotions, by only dealing with a certain type of person. You, yes, time and time again, it feels like you have attracted people that were catfish, people that were fake, two-faced. And so you feel tricked in some way by your spiritual team in some capacity because you were convinced that somebody was just like everybody else, but they weren't. And you feel like your spiritual team pretty much, there was some type of situation that happened where you thought somebody romantically was just like everybody else, probably because they were something about them so quickly giving it up or them so quickly giving themselves away. You understand? And so again, this goes back to that Aquarius energy of placing someone on a pedestal, right? So you were testing someone. You wanted them to reject you. So you created this game of I'm so attractive. If you try to pursue me, I take you as a groupie. But I'm going to tell you that you're not a groupie because I want you to feel comfortable. But it was always a test where they were supposed to not do it. But meanwhile, someone bared themselves naked in front of you in some capacity where it didn't have any stipulations. It didn't have any type of expectations. Six of Swords. This is someone that saw you, and when they saw you, they felt like they knew you at first sight. So it was love at first sight for them. So they didn't come with any reservations, and they didn't consider your plot or your plan. For them, it was, ooh, you didn't remember them. Something about you didn't remember them the way they remembered you from a past life. I heard Mia Moore. And so you categorize that person as someone that was trying to take from you. Gold digger, opportunist, groupie. And so you may have friend zoned this energy, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Huh. You could have chosen somebody else as well. With the Six of Swords, you chose someone. You dated someone that was worthy. Okay, this is pretty much saying you decided that something wasn't worth the investment. But you feel as if your spiritual team tricked you. And you've been asking yourself if it was fear all along that prevented you from being able to recognize what was right in front of you all along. And so you may have moved on with someone else. And it's like, how did I not see that person when I first met them? There's this energy of feeling as if you chose the wrong person from the very beginning. Because you may have met two people around the same time and you feel like you chose the wrong person. Six of Cups. And so it's like you want to let go of someone else. And I feel as if you feel, you feel like someone's emotionally manipulative towards you and they trigger the fuck out of you because they don't accept you. And so you can't help but to think back to the person that accepted you, but that you didn't see. So this is like a classic case of judging a book by its cover. There could have been for you, I almost want to say maybe you didn't judge the book by its cover, but you judged the choices by its cover. You know, a good rap, a good reputation, a strategic mind would perceive that, you know, a person of high value, a person of great status or standards would never be so easy to acquire. You get what I'm saying? Which goes back to the challenge, the engineer, the malicious intention behind creating a game that isn't even authentic to your own belief systems, right? Because you would have to catfish in order to catch a liar, right? You would have to wear an even bigger mask to engineer a game that would trip up people. But I feel like someone didn't care about your game. They came to you as a real deal. But you didn't choose them. You weren't able to, you didn't recognize them. You didn't remember your past lives together. And so, look, the Two of Pentacles this is like being left to your vices, being left to, like so many people have moved on. So many people have walked away. And it's not even the so many people. It's almost like nostalgia at its worst to me. Because you feel like you chose the wrong person. Okay. And so this is that energy of like something didn't go as planned. But you studied for this. You know what I'm saying? You taught yourself how to know the difference. So it's like, how the fuck did this not go? How did I not see this? How did I fall for the wrong person? So I feel like what you the Ten of Wands in reverse. So in this image, something has fell down and is feeling defeated, right? And so he has to start all over. Okay? Because now what keeps that person stuck to the connection is loyalty or obligation, regardless of their true emotional status, right? I can't leave. I can't walk away because that person was loyal to me. That person was there for me. So I have to keep showing up, and then the cycle repeats itself. And this is something to do with tracking down your fears and your desires. There's a fear of abandonment, a fear of, walking into situations unknown. But this was a situation where you walked into it unknowingly because somebody was too caught up in their ego or their traditions of beliefs. And so someone was like, this is the very thing they were afraid of getting with someone that was not their person, and then feeling as if they had to repeat the same thing that their father did, which is like abandoning somebody or a relationship because it didn't work. So based off of that belief, you force it to work. You try to force it to make it happen, and you go deeper and deeper to the point of marriage, even though from the very beginning you didn't want marriage, or from the very beginning there's things that you didn't want. And because you don't know, now it becomes a fear of not knowing, because you should be grown enough to know by now. But even that is cowardice, because you're conflicted in so many areas. But the first and most important thing to realize is you're telling yourself that you don't know why you feel this way. But the truth is, why you feel this way is because you're choosing to do things to people please. It's not what you want. It's what you feel you should want. And even before this is about choosing other people outside yourself, this goes back to you, right? Even if you had to be alone, even if you had to be single, even if you had to be by yourself and have no one else, would it be worse to go even deeper? Right? Four of Wands. That's what? Engagements, marriages, moving in, proposal, who knows? And live every single day of your life unhappy? Continue that? Or to let go, right? And be fair. Even if they leave you, you still have your integrity. So something about this is about not losing your integrity. Let's get your closing message. I hope that guidance helps you navigate as best you can. All right, so we have Helper of Thought. Your life is about to start moving fast. Events that seem to be on hold suddenly require all your attention. There's no time to sit and ponder. You've got to get moving. Review the details as best you can. Will meet or are someone with a very quick mind who instantly grasp what to do. This person is both confident and courageous. All right, Pile One, those are the messages that I have for you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. What's up, Pile Two? Let's get right into your divine guidance, okay? Whatever message Spirit has for you thus far on your journey, we're going to get some cards. If you chose Driver, if you were drawn to the Driver, the escape artist, then this is going to be for you. All right. Let me pull some cards here, and then we'll start channeling your messages. Let's see. I heard you shut up and drive. Okay, you may be wanting to take a trip. Confirmations if you are wanting to take a trip. This particular message is going to be something that you need to know right now, here right now, guidance that you've been seeking, okay? Meditating for, waiting for an answer. There may be an answer in here for you, pal, too. All right. Remember, only take what resonates, leave the rest. Yeah, this is definitely you wanting some type of Like, tell me what direction to go in, what to do, where do I start, something like that. Feels like the beat, like it's an impulsive move that I am picking up on. Like maybe you impulsively want to be single, separated. Yes, Papa. Okay, give me a second, okay? Get it out the bathroom for me. Okay, so you could have children, pal, too. That you can't just work as to why you can't just get up and drive, or you can't just do what it is that you want to do. You may have responsibilities that really anchor you down in a way where you have to maybe have dogs. Okay, all this is happening in Pal 2's reading. Sheesh. All right, close the door behind you, Papa. Thank you. Okay, someone could be, I heard newlywed. Someone could be pregnant. You could have a mother that you have to take care of. All right, which you know you're trying to really stay close by. I'm hearing, but you do want to you want to go do something spontaneous. All right, confirmations if this is resonating so far. So we have the Tower in reverse, Ten of Pentacles. There's something about not disappointing family that may expect you to do certain things. You have people that rely on you. This could be your immediate family or extended family. I told you, marriage. Your family may be wanting you to settle down or get married. Okay, while they're still alive. There is this pressure of settling down here. I feel like you have been trying to buy yourself some time. And you're trying to really, I heard coming to America. It's like you're trying to choose the right person so that way you know that you picked the right person. You feel what I'm saying? And so you are looking for a certain type of nature. You know, someone that's not manipulative, someone that's patient, kind. Loving. Someone that wants to be with your hectic career. Maybe you drive trucks. Maybe you drive or you travel a lot for work and you're looking for someone that, you know, is okay with being by themselves and being home alone a lot. That's what I'm seeing here because of your work schedule. And there is some type of, like, you don't ever want to get divorced. Strong message here of you being someone that doesn't want to get divorced. You have a lot to bring to the table. Okay, whoever you are. And you want whoever you're with to be able to come to you. So you have devoted your life to really like focusing on your career, your ambitions and things like that, so that way you can enjoy a marriage, a commitment. And so you want to be dependable. You want to be a provider. I'm tapped into someone that really wants to be able to provide. You're not controlling. You're not a manipulator. I feel like with the Charity in reverse, you do desire someone that's going to trust your judgment, trust your call when it comes to certain, you know. I feel like you're someone as well that wouldn't want like your children just being babysit by anybody. Like there are things that you want. You want them to have a good wholesome experience of growing up. You want them to have a different lifestyle than maybe the one that you came from. You've come a long way. And I feel like you have a good head on your shoulders as far as knowing what direction to go in, how to avoid disasters, what to look out for. And so with Charity in reverse, I feel like you pride yourself in being someone that doesn't, where their partner doesn't have to go and ask other people to fill in for you, when it comes to being able to provide. This is a strong provider pile here. And I feel like you've been spiritually seeking a connection, a partnership where your values and your desires align. And you do believe that they exist. For some of you, I feel like you may feel like you found that person. But it appears that something may make it difficult for someone to travel or be spontaneously, like break lease, move. There's something about location here, and mm, but like, let's say you're married. If you're legally married, it will allow someone to move. Okay, there's something about if you're legally married, you would be able to live in a country. You know what I'm saying? If you're legally married, there's something about needing something that is solidifies something to allow it to where things like assets, children, the law wouldn't restrict them from being able to be together. There's something about the law not being able to restrict travel, where you live, where you grow up, you know what I mean? So there is a necessary desire to anchor in a physical marriage is what I'm seeing here. All right. And I feel like with schedule, it may be an unexpected plan, an unexpected marriage, an unexpected choice. It feels very spontaneous. So either you are eloping or this is like at first sight. But this is about trust as well, where it's like, trust me. Because they're blushing. This is really sweet. Okay, so if you are planning to like elope or something like that, confirmation if you are. I get this vibe that you don't want someone to feel as if they are like a charity case that you're just picking up and trying to manipulate and take control over. That's not your intentions at all. There's also this thing about running out of time, okay? Now this could be running out of time due to like the loss of someone. Like it would be a tragedy to never marry. It would be a tragedy to live a life of only career and never get to have memories or make memories with someone like a family member before they pass away or something like that because of fear of commitment. You know what I mean? There's something like that. We have entrepreneur. Yeah, this is like someone that's an entrepreneur, do it yourself type of person. Has a very successful life of putting all the pieces together, but something about divine messages, like they weren't, when they were like extremely career driven, extremely focused on work, they weren't getting the message. So it's like this could be an older person as well with 50 here. Like they weren't getting the signs or the messages, signs of the times. And so they've changed so many cycles about themselves with messages in reverse. So this is someone that is, I do feel like they're keeping something to themselves. I do pick up that strongly, like someone doesn't have a lot of time for something. And it's because they were extremely resistant to change. And so they're on this adventure where they want to like fulfill a bucket list or something like that of living their life. Enjoying their life, living their life. Instead of living a life full of This is someone that could have had a near life death experience as well, car accident or something significant that really changed their whole trajectory of their path. Um, they used to live a life of precaution, and now they're tired of being cautious. We have prostitute here. Um, accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. We have warrior, strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self sacrifice in conquering the ego. So, someone has been conquering their ego. And a part of conquering their ego, like they want love. There's something about desiring to experience real love, and not the type of love where it's bought, not the type of love where it's like, oh, I love you because what you do for me. Someone has been on a journey of trying to save themselves for the right person. Somewhere along the line of saving themselves for the right person has left them feeling as if they aren't deserving or worthy of a higher level of commitment. And so they battle between having so high morals that they lose the very person or relationship that they could potentially want, versus being non-committal and having the love that they want. So they are challenged with their ideals of marriage and prostitution. Like someone doesn't want to marry and be treated like an ornament, or someone that is like bought, and they have no opinion, they can't say anything, they just have to listen and be obedient. Someone doesn't want to put themselves in a space of obedience. While on the contrary, someone is afraid that another person would perceive getting married so quickly or settling down so quickly as a means of manipulation and control. But it's like the furthest from the truth. Okay, we have consciousness, happy success. And so both of you guys, because there's two people here. Ooh, I got lightheaded. Oh yeah, I overthink. That's what dizzy. This may make you nauseous or dizzy thinking about this. Like not wanting to mess it up. Oh my God. Whew. I don't know if somebody gonna pass out. Hold on now. Let me get the reading. Jeez Louise. I feel like I just oh, this is mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all don't understand. I literally just felt lightheaded. I felt like I wanted to eat a lot. I felt hungry, nauseous, lightheaded, and like I was gonna pass out all at the same time. If that's not, whew, if that is, it's not fear. It's like I don't know what to explain it. It's this could. Oh, hold on. It's getting hot in here. Oh, super hot. Okay, what is this, spirits? Help a sister out, okay? I feel like someone wants to keep you out. Like there's something somebody doesn't want you to know. Maybe there's a surprise here, but then they don't know if they should keep it a surprise. and or spoil it and tell you because they don't want you to think the wrong thing. Someone overthinks. Oh my goodness. Baby, Lord. Mm, child, I don't even know. I don't think this person wants you to know. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they want you to know something, but they need to tell you something, but then they don't want you to know. Unless it's gonna have a good, you know. I feel like someone may have perceived you to be as some type of either you or someone else. Somebody here perceived the other person to be materialistic. Someone that maybe they're a dancer or they a gold digger or someone that would be materialistic. I feel like somebody perceived either themselves or someone else this way, or some type of opportunist, but it was the furthest from the truth. This could be someone as well telling themselves that you only want them for that to push the love away. You or this person, take it how it resonates. That's what I'm getting. And so they may have like cold turkey, stop talking to you, stop dealing with you. But then they can't help but to think about you and they feel like they're ignoring the divine messages of revealing their true emotions, their true feelings. This is major for this person. So major to the point where they feel lightheaded, nauseous, dizzy, and they're about to pass out. And so I feel like this person is so annoyed with the options around them. You know, they know something will never work with anyone else. They feel like it'll only work with you. Whoever this person is, if this is not you, either you or someone else feels as if you could have easily just remarried. Like, why are you single? Why are you not in a relationship? You could easily just get remarried and be with somebody. Why are you? You must want somebody. You must be a user. You must be trying to take from me. You must be trying to do something. You must be trying to get ahead quickly. You know, you're an entrepreneur. You're ambitious. Maybe you're just trying to use me for my money, use me for my clout. Someone's been talking themselves in a panic. It'll never work. It'll never work. Whew. I'm gonna drink some water. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, you almost got me. But that's not even the case, though. That's not even what how somebody think, though. And it's so conflicting because at the same time, it's also there's a side of you as well, or there's a side of this person where you feel like they've survived all this time without remarrying or without settling down, without negotiating the power of their spirit. So they must not be a player. They must not be someone that's a user, you know. So they're just going back and forth, trying to see things from a higher perspective, but feeling like this is scary as fuck for them because they feel like you are going to make them regret ever meeting you. That's what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Eight of Pentacles, yeah. So they're out here trying to judge character right now. I'm hearing pretty woman, walking down the street. Oh, yeah, the Knight of Cups. Someone was hoping that you were an opportunist of some sort. They were hoping that you would hurt them so it would get it over with. Like, go ahead and just disappoint me, get it over with. But you didn't. Self-sabotage. One of you self-sabotaged and the other person didn't self-sabotage. Which means one of you did not retaliate or seek revenge. You know what I'm saying? Be petty. I feel like you were genuine. You gave unconditional love. It may have not been received or reciprocated. Which may have made you feel worthless in a particular situation, because this is someone, either you or them, you were so authentic and you were so real and so vulnerable with this person that it scared the fuck out of them. I swear to God. It may have left you feeling as if you were worthless. Somebody here broke your heart and made you feel nothing more than that. Something about it fucked with your self-esteem. Made you kind of doubt your intuition. Because this is telling me when you saw this person, you felt like you found your person. Like you've known them your whole life. But they couldn't notice you. So they made you feel like a pick-me. And then turned the situation around to where it would appear as if the way in which you guys met each other is the reason why you're not chosen. But they may have said it indirectly. And I feel like you were genuinely showing this person love. It wasn't based off of what they could do for you or none of that. You felt something spiritual, but this person was completely blocked from spirituality. It feels like this person was more career driven with happy success. And I feel like you removed yourself. This person rejected your love. You removed yourself. And so you let them be. Death card. What else is there for you to do? Ride the friend zone? Beg for this person's attention? It wasn't going anywhere. And so I feel like this situation has given you some type of standard about yourself where it's like, once again, you trusted your intuition and allowed your heart to lead you when it came to intimacy with whoever this is for you. And you didn't plan it, you didn't think about it, you trusted and you went with the flow. Because you felt spiritually drawn to this person. However, they determined that it would never work with someone like you because some of you have children, and this would be someone that don't believe in dating people with children. There's also someone here feeling as if your career goals don't align, or what you do for work is not really work. Okay, so someone was really struggling with like gender roles of expectation here. And they were not able to hear the divine messages where like their spiritual team was saying, this is your person, don't fuck it up. And this person was like, this could be a high value person that felt like you weren't worth it. At some point, this person rejected you. That's all I can see here. This could be family that rejected you as well. They never thought that you would figure something out. Something about this makes me feel like you figured out, like you were right all along. Yeah, like this person struggles with making their own choices, that they struggle with feeling confident in themselves. And it's like you told this person, like, I hope you find what makes you happy type of response. So this was a breakup of some sort where someone made you feel like an option, even though you know they felt for you too. Maybe this person, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, don't have to be. It's like you told this person this something would happen and it blew up. It happened. And somewhere along the line, they lost this connection at the same time. And they've been trying to get over you. But it's like, when they look back at the situation and they observe how things went down between the two of you, they feel like there was some underlying and shady shit going on that influenced their choice. And they feel like they didn't get to make a choice because somebody interfered once before. This could be siblings, friends, social group, social media. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like somebody's been coming around you, like wherever you work, or calling you from fake numbers in some capacity here without you knowing. But they haven't been able to tell you, yeah. I also feel like this person is ending things with another person because they don't love that person. They care for them, but I don't feel like they love that person. Yeah, the Hermit. So this person is pretty much saying like you're some type of catalyst in their life where they thought they were going to be happily married, okay? They're not single. I feel like this person is not single, but they're unhappily in a relationship, and all they think about is leaving this connection and coming towards you. That's all they think about. It has something to do with your work ethic. It has something to do with just the way that you are. Like you have this type of belief system. Where people look at you as the bad person or the person that you shouldn't invest in, but all along this person feels like you're the person that people should invest in. And I feel like this person thinks about this a lot. But I do feel like this person is not single, but they think about escaping this reality a lot. Hold on. Pile 2, I think I figured out, why I felt so lightheaded. You astral travel a lot. You escape a lot. You have something about not wanting to be trapped. Okay? Restricted. Oh, that burn. Not refined. Confined. Freedom. You long for freedom. Okay? And I feel as if you were not expecting to meet someone. Okay? Very career driven. You were not expecting to meet someone. You were shocked to see someone. Unexpectedly. At a period in your life where you couldn't hide. the way you used to before. So something was unexpected for you. But I do feel as if you may feel as if someone wants to marry you for your money, or you may feel like someone wants to marry you off for your money. So you got a lot going on, but I do feel like you astral travel a lot, and you're always like you're there, but your mind is always going. Yes. Going, going, going. And I feel like you are feeling extremely nostalgic with someone either from your childhood, or like just memories are coming up. We could have been something like that is here. Either you met someone at their job or at a market, and you haven't called them, okay, or revealed to them. I feel like whoever they are, they probably already knew, but it's something about you haven't revealed something because you are still technically like single. You're not single. I feel like the masculine in the situation is not single, or the person, if you're a masculine and you're single and you resonate with Pal 2, this may be involved to someone in your childhood that you may have feelings for, but maybe they weren't single, or you wonder if they were single or if they're married, or something about you were surprised to find out that someone is extremely successful, unwed, or something to that degree. When you pretty much didn't choose them. And something about judge a character as well is here. You may have felt like you could tell something wasn't going to work, but I do feel like a lot of this was the influence of somebody else when you were very impressionable. Something happened. So let's get your guidance message and see what comes up. You weren't planning on meeting someone. That's just what I keep getting. Falling for somebody, having feelings for someone, feeling an awakening in connection with someone, and you're about to make a big life decision, or there's something here. Some type of epiphany. Okay, so let's see your card. You have Messenger of Emotion. Yep. This is the beginning of a new emotional experience that could grow into something deeper. You may receive a message expressing feelings that you didn't even know were developing. A social invitation could soon be on its way to you. There's a person involved who's very gentle and loving, with only the kindest of intentions. It could be you, especially if you're artistic, shy, and sensitive. So take it how it resonates, but that's what I have for you, Pal 2. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. What's good, Pal 3? We're going to jump right into your message, okay? Your divine guidance that you're meant to find whenever you're meant to receive it. Let's see. Okay, let's get the card that you chose. So if you chose King here, let's see. It says Sovereign of Realms, Monarch, Authority, Rule, Inheritance. Okay, so you were drawn to King here. All right, so I'm tapped into an energy of status. Okay, that's the first thing that I see here. Someone that's very masculine. You hold status. You're well known. Okay, dressed very well. You take authority. You are a ruler in your own right. This is also giving me boss energy, entrepreneur energy, okay? Not one to be played with, definitely coming through in this reading, for sure. You don't like to be played with, toyed with, or treated as if you are some type of gullible, childish person who does not know how to make a plan, that doesn't know how to orchestrate something. Everything you do is intentional. That's what I'm tapped into. So if that doesn't resonate, I would highly encourage you to check out the other two piles. You are a person that's about their money, okay? So we have the Two of Cups in reverse. And when it comes to wasting your time on relationships or connections, you don't want it. You don't want it. If it's not going to work, you don't want it. If it's not going to last, you don't want it. If someone's not going to put forth the effort, you don't want it. Damn. Pile 3. Cutthroat. I heard been there, done that. So this, like I said, this is about insight. Okay, so if you've been asking for confirmation on a particular situation, meditating on it, thinking about it, and really trying to figure out, what's that inner path look like? What's that spiritual path look like in connection with whatever you're dealing with? This what this message is intended for, to bring that divine guidance to you. Ooh. So definitely third party energy here. Okay. There is a connection or a separation. I do feel like this is someone that you want to reconcile with. Like you are on their ass about it in a very indirect way. Kind of, sort of, a little bit. Something about this energy is giving me a tad bit angry, frustrated. Okay. Especially with family in reverse. Like someone is taking your family from you. Or someone is taking your property away from you. Y'all may have problems, but you do feel as if this is yours. This belongs to you. And some third party energy is invading your territory. And you are trying to, meanwhile, you're trying to fix something, repair something. Okay. I've heard that you guys have done this before with practicality. It's like you guys have done this separation before, but y'all always come back to each other. Y'all always find your way back to each other. But in this particular situation, you feel like somebody is moving on, pile 3, and they have absolutely no plans on working on it or fixing it. And it's sort of triggering you because you feel like you wasted your time building with someone, creating with someone, trying to do the right thing, just for them to quit, just for them to let somebody take you from them, or let something break y'all apart. Okay. You feel like you've worked extra hard to bring this into fruition, but someone is cutting you out of the deal, the equation. Someone is like writing you out of the wheel as well. That's what I'm seeing here. You don't like this side of the fence. You don't like being on the outs like this because you feel like you invested majority of your life to a connection, doing the right thing. You are somebody that feels foolish. You feel like you were played. You spent majority of your youth in your life working day and night and day to build this family, create this life, work on this, work on that, just for someone to throw it all away because you're having a disagreement, or throw it all away because you're not a soulmate or they're not your soulmate. Okay, so there's some type of delusion here that you feel like someone is under, and it says delusional rapport with the divine. You feel like there's some crooked mystic or something like that. This whole thing is very interesting, Pile 3, that you could have these thoughts, but you're watching tarot. So someone could be watching tarot, or they could feel this way about you if you do tarot. Like they're like hovering over Pile 3 like a dark cloud. All right. Someone feels like you're not talking to God. You're saying what you want to say. You're doing what you want to do. Nothing about what you're saying is actually of the light, is of God. You're just breaking homes up and you're just supporting this agenda or this narrative of soulmates and all that fuckery. That's what I'm hearing. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You just someone that gives up, and you're just someone that just doesn't want to grow up and be responsible. Yes. Okay, so the chakra in reverse here is saying that someone is definitely sexually frustrated and imbalanced right now because they feel like they are unable to create what they want, do what they want. They feel deprived or cut off from some type of sexual connection, intimacy. This person is also blaming spirituality. They're blaming a lot of this on a lot of what they're dealing with on this delusion of people chasing soulmates, twin flames, and that they wouldn't, if they were motivated or taken care of better in a relationship, they would have fought harder for the relationship. Someone is kind of blaming another person for their sexual mishaps as well. Like, I wouldn't have cheated if you weren't out here chasing dreams about love. Someone feels like you're not realistic when it comes to love. You're talking about fantasy shit, and it's not real. So this chakra, second chakra in reverse, is someone's haunted by the ghost of you, but they're mad in a way. They could be a supervisor, leader, someone that owns a state. So if they cheated or if you cheated, I do see this energy of blaming it on fantasy or the inability to please someone that works all day, works really hard, don't know how to fight for the connection, and someone's saying that they wouldn't have had a wandering eye, they wouldn't have cheated, they wouldn't have done that if they were getting something regularly. Someone's blaming you or you're blaming them for not getting sex on the regular, and that being one of the contributing factors of not being desiring each other, or even a third party being involved. Okay, so we have Midas, entrepreneur or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delight in sharing life's riches. So they love what you guys are capable of doing together. They say that you guys work well together. Y'all know how to build together. Y'all know how to start jobs, businesses. But when it comes to when you start to get this idea in your head about God telling you that you're someone special is where you get delusional, or that God said you need to be absent, or that the divine is pretty much giving you answers about them not being the one for you. This person feels as if you are crazy for thinking that the divine is telling you that you're not supposed to be with them. Sheesh. Okay. Couples fight all the time. They're not always happy. There's arguments. Things happen. But it's not an scapegoat. It's not a reason to throw years, 10, 20, 30 years away. This person's like, fuck soulmates. The mask in reverse. So this person feels like they're exposed by you. You've changed so much, they don't even know who you are. This person also feels like you're no longer hiding it anymore. Before they said that you used to hide it, like you're flaunting it in their face. They feel like you are bragging about it. And they want you to know that they will never change. They will never believe the way you believe. They will never think the way you think. They don't give a damn about any of that. Nothing that you saying is like, if you've been telling them, oh, they need to work on themselves and this and that, they don't give a damn about none of that. They do not want they don't want this connection. And then I am seeing here as well where this may be a a version of someone that an unhealthy relationship brings out. It's also like they I know who you are. So I'm seeing two perspectives here. One person doesn't want this at all. The other person still wants it. And so the person that's delusional, that is pretty much saying we're supposed to be together, and they're trying to convince this person, the other person is like irritated. It's like, I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to be with you. I know I don't want to be with you. Leave me alone. And then the other person is like, you will be with me. So it's real aggressive over here. Pile 3. And someone's like, no, I don't want to be with you. And it's like, yeah, you're going to be with me. And someone just feels like you're just being a rebel and you need to be tamed. Like you have a problem with authority figures and due to your childhood or how you grew up, and you need to change, and that you can't see how that's preventing you guys from being together. I'm telling you, someone is really like, ooh, see, romance, soulmates, empathy. This person is saying that y'all are soulmates and you are breaking their heart. There's also this energy where someone feels like you're not talking to them because you're chasing soulmates. And someone feels like you high or you out your mind, you out your rabbit mind. If you think that you're going to get out of this person's web or this grip. All right, someone is trying to, I feel like they're conjuring up stuff, talking to their ancestors. Pretty much, I feel like this whoever is the one that doesn't want to let go, their ancestors are trying to give them, like, you can let this go. Now that you see that it's never going to work, just let it go. And someone's like, the more anyone says let something go, the more they want to fight for it. The more they feel angry that someone would even encourage them to give up. They just, whew. It's like over my dead body. You see the endings here. And then the other person, I mean, I'm telling you, they getting off. They are, I heard, back to their old ways. Pile 3. I don't know what to see. Yeah. Death in reverse. Someone has been keeping someone extremely like intoxicated, spells, keeping them from thinking for themselves in some capacity as a way to keep them from getting out of a connection, even though it's unhealthy. They keep them working a 9 to 5. They keep them working a practical shift over and over again. But they find a way to keep this person either high, stoned, or incapacitated to think for themselves, or this could be spell work that they do or they pay someone else to do. It's like they're using someone to get ahead in life and build some type of empire, and someone is a dictator here. The Eight of Wands. Someone feels like they possess the ability to make someone do whatever they want them to do as long as they continue to manifest. They'll shoot the bird out the sky. Every time you think that you're getting away, they'll come find you. And so it's like you can run, but you can't hide. We stuck together till death do us part type of energy, but it's the worst kind of death do you part, because this person has like threatened to end someone. I'll send you back to the good Lord. You want to talk to God so much. Oh my God. And I almost feel like with this Two of Cups, it's like even when this person isn't doing something, someone treats them like they are doing something. Because one of them has a very stealth face, and the other person, like, they're like a robot. Like, she's barely moving her fingers, and she's just standing there still, trying not to provoke a clown here. And then the other person is like, what? You're looking at me? You're looking at me this way? Not to try not to trigger nobody, but I mean, if you're looking for guidance on whether or not someone is doing spell work on you to keep you stuck in this cycle with them, they are. And they would tell you that you need to stop listening to this shit because it's fucking with your head. And then on top of that, they would also encourage you to continue getting back to the normal routine and the normal schedule of things and get your head out the clouds. Because I'm hearing someone say, like, wipe the smirk off your face. So somebody is very mean. The Two of Swords in reverse. So this is definitely a connection that has come back together time and time again on their own accord. So someone has come back on their own accord. Like, they're not even really there, but they're the only ones that can get themselves out of this situation. They break up, but they don't really end things, right? They just break up, sleep in separate rooms, or they break up and get mad at each other, and then they come back around. So this is like a toxic cycle that repeats itself. And someone feels like you're trying to make a great escape, and they plan on being there to make sure that doesn't happen. They feel like you're working on something, and so they want to be around to make sure that how you get to work, they're the person that gets you there. How you make it back, they're the person that makes it back. Like, there's something about really blocking you. Very controlling. But I do feel like somebody wants another person to rescue them, but they want them to take both of them. Something about taking both of them. But it's like indirect passive aggressive suggestion. Like I wish this person would give it out. I wish someone would give me it out, but they want to take some type of unhealthy connection with them. Even if they say that they're done, they're not really done. And so they're repeating the same type of pattern. And you may be aware of this or something like that, where it's like you're not really done. You're just saying that you're done because you're running away from the problem. Because I feel like whatever, if somebody was really done here with the Wheel of Fortune card, like this wouldn't be on repeat a lot. But there seems to be money involved, okay, or stability. Somebody may, yeah. Because there's a situation of like, this has gotten to a point where outside people don't want to get involved with this repetitive cycle. But someone needs to feel like there's someone else that's going to, you know, either support them in their delusion or offer us like, well, if you don't like it, offer me a way out. Otherwise, I'm staying in it. That's not nobody's job or responsibility to rescue anybody. It's either you want it for yourself or you're gonna keep getting knocked upside the head till you wake the fuck up. That's what this is. You gotta end this. Can't nobody end this. And so the mass here is like, nah, that ain't gonna work. Nine of Swords. Then you be sleeping with one fucking eye open. Because this has absolutely no, this is not the intention to change. This is jumping ship from ship to ship. Because I feel like somebody else uses another person as a means to like, because they're the puppet master of this person or people, they use them as a weapon, right? They use them as a weapon. Like, go over there and play damsel, and then this person comes over there and closes the deal, or you scavenge what you can out of people, and then I'm gonna come pick you up. Someone pimps somebody. Yes, 10 of Pentacles. Get rich quick schemes. And then someone else doesn't like that it's like public knowledge or something like that. And so they like to play victim, but they're not a victim. Because we have death here. This is someone that has had more than one opportunity. Okay? More than one opportunity with the Eight of Wands to get out of a situation. They choose with the Star in reverse. Because for them, it's more or less about taking people with them. If they can't have love, they want everybody else to not have love too. If they can't have a healthy relationship, they would like to see everybody around them be in toxic relationships too, because it makes them feel validated that, hey, if I'm staying in this unhealthy relationship for the sake of kids or for the sake of practicality or for the sake of generational curses, then I need more people to be doing it too, so we can all be up shit's creek together. But rather than this person want better for you, this is the type of person that would encourage every other person around them to stay in the same type of situation. They would encourage them. This is what you do. This is how it's supposed to be done. Because it feeds some type of delusion. That they're already under. And so whatever comes out of this person's mouth is only the objective of whoever is speaking through them. They have no brain for themselves. Wherever this person tells them to go, they go do it. You see how you have the wands in the back? What drives them is whoever has the arrow, whoever got the plan, whoever's shooting the play, and then this person does it. So that could be anybody. And so they only want to come into your life to make a mess, because it would satisfy them to watch you come to the same terms that they too came to, because they're still mad at you. This is someone that's maybe even holding a grudge against their own child or holding a grudge against their own family member, because they feel like you could see that they were also the bad guy or the bad girl in a relationship dynamic. And because you saw that once before, for the rest of your life, I don't care how much they fucking say that they love you or how much they fucking say that they just want the best for you, for the rest of your life, it will always be about making you pay for a choice that you made where you stood up for yourself. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is an objective to always bring you back down from feeling as if you're better than the roots that you came from. It has absolutely nothing to do with anyone caring about you, whoever you are. This is deep rooted hatred for you. And so, like, what does this type of darkness do? I'm going to stump on your dreams. I'm going to deplete you, make you feel like you can't outrun this karma. Yes, you ain't strong enough, or you're the crazy one talking against it. That's the projection. So you have a lot of energies projecting towards you, trying to end you and create a mess. Want you to sip on the delusion tea with them. Look at that. Projecting shit, trying to keep you up at night. Shit ain't working. This crazy. Look at that. The Four of Swords. Y'all know that TikTok where a person is over there standing over somebody. They record themselves talking to their dead friend, family member, or lover or something, and it's like that's how they gonna end up. All of the masterminds behind all of these situations is exposed. Ain't no hiding. This whole agenda, oh, keep the family together, stay together because that's what family do. The world have enough of this. Where's your fuck all of that shit? That shit is for the birds, bruh. I don't care. They could keep their kids. They could keep their relationships. They could keep it to their fucking self. They could segregate and make it feel like, oh, you ain't good enough to be around because of your lifestyle and your belief systems. Then stay your ass in your struggle. What the hell? Why the hell would you sit there and go be hypocrites with delusional ass people? I don't understand this for the life of me. I don't. It's high level retardation. That's what I'm seeing here. Why would you feel like you losing out and you're not, you don't have, this is saying, you don't have family support, you don't have this, you don't have that. Until you work on this, until you fight for your connection, we're all gonna all separate ourselves. Stay there. That's what I see. They should stay there. They all should stay together and bury each other one by one as they all off each other. I don't see anything wrong with that. The Four of Swords. May you rest in peace. If you're happy in those situations, be happy in those situations. But why should those that are happy in those situations leave their lot and project anything towards those that feel as if they desire to go where they're happy? Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to go and leave, to go and monitor, observe, listen to, or dictate what another person should be doing with their life. That's just dumb. That don't make no sense to me. Look at that. You're gonna tell someone to leave behind peace if it's being celibate. You're gonna tell someone to leave behind their solitude if it makes them happy. You're gonna encourage people to literally go back to chaos, conflict, and strife for hopeless situations, even when you know it's hopeless. Why would you do that? That's not love. And if your own mother is telling you to do that, then they damn sure don't love you. That's not love. If your family member is telling you to stay in anything toxic, that ain't love. None of that is love. And they'll be like, "Oh, support. If you love someone, you'll support what makes them happy." Oh, sure. If it makes you happy, be there. Be there. But you still don't have to support somebody. I still don't have to support somebody that chooses that for themselves. Just like they don't have to support you and that choose to go and be happy by yourself. But both of y'all will learn how to accept the differences of opinion, whether you agree with them or not. The proof of the journey is going to come from those that carry the peace within inside of them. It ain't based in none of the statuses, none of the marriages, none of the titles or any of those things. It's based in, are you at peace with your choice? I don't care if that person got no legs and y'all never able to have sex or anything like that. If you have peace in that connection, it will thrive. It's vice versa. But when it's this petty, together for unhealthy reasons, just because y'all work well together, but there's no love there and y'all are bickering, fighting, controlling, you gotta damn near stay rehashing the same wounds over and over again, pretending to be over something but not over it. You have to literally stay high or drunk or incapacitated to even tolerate each other. Ain't no way to live. And then you leave your struggle to go and harass other people. Eight of Wands. What they up to? What they doing? This is misery, needing company, wanting company. And pile 3, y'all are looking like the perfect tea to sit around and waiting for the big show. Get you a cup, okay? Because you see here, what you understand. Look at this. You feeding them from a spout, but you and your spiritual team, you reside in the water. You in the pond. You in the big of the water. So whatever you give them, they will have. Whatever you decide to give is all they will have. There's nothing more that they can have outside of whatever you decide to share. So if you decide not to give a fuck, you just don't give a fuck. It's still going to be their emotion to run with, their thoughts to run aimlessly with. I wonder what pile 3 is up to. Justice. Listen, I don't know what to tell you, but your silence, Knight of Swords in reverse. Your silence is a killer. It's a killer. Knight of Swords. They miss the version of you that will be coming for them and telling them and trying to dictate to them and trying to encourage them and tell them what they should be doing. Nah, bruh. The 8 of Cups in reverse. Look at this. Before, I feel like you used to. This is saying that before 8 of Cups, you used to be like, well, can't beat them, join them. Like, no. That's what somebody else is saying, and they want you to adopt that belief system. Well, if you can't beat them, join them. That's all I could say. You can't change them, accept them. That's all I could say. No, that's all you want to say. There's something about age different here where it's like someone tells this to somebody else. They are passing this down as something smart. Okay. Like they're too old for this type of energy is what I'm picking up on. They're too old for this. And all they can say is, well, at least we stay together. Casket sharp. At least y'all. My only thing is that I see here, pile 3. There is nothing. If you are someone that has standards and you have value for yourself and you're not basing your value and your standards on what any of these people have to say, this is just a confirmation for you that you're on the right path, because all of these people are focused on you. So if you wielded any power, remember that they are hanging on every word you say. They are watching everything that you do. All right. You're the leader, the ruler, and the governor of their lives. And at the end of the day, whether they stay and they struggle or they don't, it's of no concern really to you. You see what I'm saying? You say you living your life the way that you desire is the hardest flex you could ever do. You being unfuckwittable with yourself and worrying about yourself is the only flex that ever existed. Every other flex is fake. And that's what I see here. People fake flexing, trying to tell Pile 3 how to exist. Only proving that they could never do. They could never be who you are. And to sit around and even be loyal to these types of family, friends, connections, any of these things, it's a waste of your time, your energy. Now, if they come looking for you, that's their business. At the end of the day, you still hold their attention. You still hold their focus. You still hold their grasp. And so, even if you don't want it, it's still a mantle you still carry. And with the mask in reverse, they can go 365 days constantly being told about themselves. Straight up. It ain't gonna change nothing. It ain't gonna move nothing. It ain't gonna stop nothing. The more they focus on you, the more their relationships go unattended. The more that they obsess over what's going on in your life, the more their life goes unattended. The more they're still trying to figure out who you are, the more their journey goes unattended. So it just shows how important you are, really. Damn, 8 of action. Yes, I'm telling you. The 8 of wands is here again. You're going places. You hear what I said? You going places. Quickly. There's so much going on right now that it may feel overwhelming to you, and yet it's wonderful to be so busy with the work that you love. Express gratitude for the blessings of heaven that are taking up your time, even if life feels challenging. If you're asked to travel and take a flight, then do so with confidence. Bottom of the deck, you got open your heart. And it says, allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time, and now the things have come. Make your choices by listening to your heart and then following these steps you're guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life. Oh, about 3, you have celebration. And it says, this is a wonderful time in your life. Difficulties fall away, and the light at the end of the tunnel is a star you can wish upon. The timing is right to make long-term plans for a joyful future. Have faith that things are going to turn out beautifully. Pile 3, I'm sending you lots of love, wisdom, and guidance on your journey, and I'll see y'all in the next pick a pile. Bye-bye.